I'm like, we act like God owes us another day. It's like, how arrogant can people be to think that God owes you another day?
Yeah.
And it's like, do what you can today with what he's giving you today.
Right.
I don't mean burn yourself out, but it's like,
Right.
do a little something today. Spend some time with some people you love today.
Right.
You know what I mean? Make the most of today and really embrace it. But like you said, a lot of people live in tomorrow. It's like, yo, tomorrow. It's like the reality is when tomorrow comes, it's still today. So it's like, you know what I mean? So.
Love that.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the Change What We Normalize podcast, where we break down disempowering stigmas by having powerful conversations to help you elevate your beliefs and your thought patterns so you can truly walk into your purpose. And today, I am truly, truly blessed to be sitting here with three amazing queens. This is actually the first time we had three people at one time on the pod, right? Right. So I'm super, super excited to have these young, amazing, beautiful ladies here. This hip-hop and R&B trio is based out of Philadelphia, uniquely fusing rap and singing into a musical collage of intellectual lyrics with an urban twist. And across this table from me, I have Naya, Breezy, Mackie. She looked at me like, yo, you better get this right. And
We always looking like.
And this is the amazing group Verbosity. What's going on, ladies?
Hi. Thanks for having us.
Thank y'all for coming. I know that y'all are extremely, extremely busy. So it's my pleasure, it's my honor to actually have you all here. Like I was saying earlier, I actually met y'all. This was September or October of last year. Yeah. So I briefly met y'all because y'all was in the zone. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all was in the zone. Y'all came in, y'all snapped. And to be able to hold the attention of like college students, it takes a different type of individual.
Yeah,
so
it does.
y'all went up there and commanded the room, and it was such a fire performance. I actually was all the way in the back because I was like reading through some notes, and I was in the back like, damn, this is fire. But it was really dope seeing y'all and then connecting, like I said, with Toya and just following your journey from then. I know it's way longer than that, but just seeing the growth from then till now, I'm like, yo, they really like walking in their purpose and like your confidence. You know what I mean? And you're being the example for, so many women around the world, which I think is extremely, extremely powerful. So I wanted to give y'all flowers because I feel like people don't get their flowers until they're gone. You know what I mean? So I want to give you your flowers now and just tell you how incredible you all are. I'm a fan of you as well as the music.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? So I'm
appreciate
super,
it.
super. I'm super, super excited. I'm huge on that, right? Especially for women, because I feel like women, especially black women, we see you, but at the same time as men, we don't like see you enough to like do something. So it's like, I want to be like, yo, I see y'all and I see you.
I'm
like,
glad
you know what I
said
mean?
that. Thank you.
To the point where they overlook.
Right. It's like, oh, it's another, no. Like, you really need to see what's going on and respect that because y'all have also put in the work. So again, I had to affirm y'all. And what I want to do is this before we actually start. So I'm huge on just checking the temperature in the room. Like I said before, I speak a lot. So I'm in schools a lot, high schools, universities, working with nonprofits, a lot about mental health, resilience, all of that stuff. So what I usually do is just a quick mental health check-in. 1 through 10, how you feeling? So I'll kick it off. To give you an idea. Today I'm at 10. So I'm keeping it 100. A 10 ain't normal for me. It's usually like a 7, 8. This week was like up and down roller coaster. And I actually just started with a new therapist, which I was hyped about. I was hype about as a black woman too. I was hype, and she just understands me. But I'm a 10 today because for me, I get the most joy when I get to spend time with the people I love. So I'm actually going out with 2 of my guys tonight just to get dinner. Like, we don't ever do nothing. We mad boring. Get some dinner and just hang out. But it's like, I love it because the conversations be so fire.
Right.
And obviously I'm here with y'all. I love podcasting and I love to just converse. So I'm at a 10. I got to hold this 10 up because I know my students going to be on my head next week. Like, yo, Mr. Nay, how you feeling? And it's like, I got to tell you about my weekend, bro. Like, but let's go around the table. So 1 through 10, how are you feeling today?
To be honest, I feel like I'm at like a 9.5 today. Because
Hey.
like you said, this week has been up and down. I definitely got to like manage my time more with us just being busy and then my everyday life stuff, personal stuff. But today I feel good. I can't complain today. You know.
I'm about an 8. I want to
Okay.
be a 10, but I'm about an 8 because I've been suffering from a little headache, but it's getting better, so I'm an 8.
Okay.
Oh.
I appreciate the transparency.
Yeah, no, I'm an 8 too. I ain't even gonna care.
You got headache? You got headache too?
No, I just woke up too early.
No, for real.
I know, because
on
y'all are
Saturday.
usually like night owls. Like even when I'm following the
Yes.
content, y'all are posting like late at night, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm on my way to sleep, and I'm like, yeah, they really up in the,
No,
in
we
the
be
stew,
up 3 a.m. We
Yeah.
listen.
and the stew working. I'm like, yeah,
Editing and doing, even if we lead us to, we still go home
Still
and
up.
be up, like doing stuff.
God bless y'all.
That's why I talk about time management because that's very important. Like very, very important.
Right. It's crucial. It's crucial. But again, you gotta do what you gotta do and make the most of it. You know, we all got the same 24, so I'm getting
facts.
mines in the morning, y'all getting mines in the getting y'all's in the evening. So I gotta respect it. So before we jump into anything, too serious in the story and all of that stuff that people definitely want to hear, I want to ask y'all 2 questions. Favorite movie and why? I know I put you on the
Mine's
spot. My
changed
bad.
so many times. Like mine has changed.
What's the favorite movie right now then?
I had to be honest. I don't watch TV at all. Like I don't really have time to watch TV. So when I
feel
do,
you.
like I don't really have a favorite movie right now. Nothing that I've been like. I just got onto a show, y'all, and I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped about
What's the
that.
show?
Sisters. Mine's
Oh, I heard about that. Is it good though?
But I don't watch. I don't watch TV, so like when
I'm
I
the same
do
way, I don't watch TV.
finally get into a show, like I be so hyped.
Mm.
So I haven't. Yeah, that's what I'm on right now.
All right.
You gonna look at me a little sour.
Yeah, I might go ahead.
What is it?
American? All American.
Yeah, that is.
All
I
American?
can't.
So good. I'm only
I
on like
haven't-
season.
So here's the thing that
So I
she
haven't
does.
started it yet, but people have been telling me to watch it.
So good.
Here's the
She
thing that
tells
she
us to
does.
watch
I tell-
literally everything.
I tell them what to watch, and they don't watch it till 3 years later when I'm on something.
And say, oh, this is good.
But
It's
she
like,
can
damn.
literally. We will be out at a restaurant. She could watch while we on this doing this podcast. She could watch our show and be in it, and still recognize everything that you're saying. And oh my god,
Oh yeah.
Wow.
What you say, Nate? Oh okay. Yeah. That's
she's literally bad with it. Like,
So what's
bad.
yours then? What's yours?
Feel like
all
I'm
of 'em.
putting you on the spot.
You definitely on the spot.
All of them.
All of them.
Movie. You said movie and what else?
Just favorite movie.
I don't know. I watched so many.
Mm.
I can say one of my favorite. Well,
Or do
are we
show.
talking old, recent? And don't
This
have-
is
Do show,
you.
sis. Do
This is
I
you.
don't have it. Grey's Anatomy. If we talk shoes, but
Look, she's so high. Look, this is her favorite question. Look.
But for movies, I got a lot. But I like Marvel movies, so I say that
Okay.
the Endgame did me.
Endgame
did me.
Was fire. Longest movie I ever watched in my life, but it was
And
fire.
you didn't even know. It was
Didn't
like
even
2
know.
minutes.
Didn't even know.
Felt like 2
Okay.
minutes when you watched
All right. Yeah, a little different frequency going on.
I don't really
They
have.
don't watch- they don't-
No, I do watch
Marvel.
movies. I love movies, but if I had to pick one,
It could be an
I would-
old school movie.
Temptation. We know that.
No, Love and Basketball. I would say Love and Basketball.
Okay.
That's one of
So
mine.
that's one
That
of
was-
mine.
that's one of mine.
That's one of
I'm
mine.
surprised you didn't say that first. I was waiting.
I was gonna say Divergent. I love that movie,
Ooh.
but I don't know if it's a favorite.
She be putting y'all on.
My sister put me on the bed.
I don't know, but I like that too. But I don't really have a favorite.
It's okay. It's all right. I know for me, you said one of mine's loving basketball. I thought that was gonna be my life. Literally, I thought 'cause
Me
I was playing, but I
too.
swore that was gonna be my
No,
life,
seriously.
and it didn't pan out that way. So loving basketball for me, I got a few. I love loving basketball. I love The Wood. The Wood is a classic for me.
A blackness.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know what I mean. I'm showing a little bit. And my favorite is The Pursuit of Happiness.
That's a good one.
It's my favorite
That's a
movie.
good one.
The storyline, everything in it is just, I don't know. I know mine's a
little
little
sad,
serious. Actually, no, I like Don't Be a Menace too. Don't Be a Menace too. All right. So,
You like the good black.
Yeah.
Save the Last Dance too. That was a good
Oh,
one.
I forgot about that.
That was a good one. That was
I
a
gotta add that
classic.
to my list. You know, I'm still in that for the next podcast.
Look, she like we gonna
When
go.
they ask me, Save the Last Dance is fire. Okay. So, next question. What's a food you cannot live without?
Crabs. We all
Wow.
gonna say that.
That was
Terrible.
wow.
We say this at literally every interview. We gotta stop, yo. We gotta pick something else.
Is it really crabs?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
I'm actually thinking about getting some today.
Me too.
Wait, where we going?
You was gonna get some without me?
That's crazy. didn't
You was
What's
gonna
the-
get no.
what's
see,
the crab
we
spot out
learning
here?
stuff about.
Yeah, 'cause you about to get them in trouble.
What's the crab spot out here?
Crafty crab?
Crafty crab.
Well, it's not out here, but it's
Yeah.
Ben Salem.
Okay, that's not
Crafty.
too bad. Crafty crab.
Yeah, we go, we drive, we
drive
drive
Take
all the
the
way up there. Yep.
The way y'all said
And it's
that
worth
was
it.
crazy in unison. It's like, oh, crabs, duh. Surprise, surprise. I was expecting to be something a little different.
You get
Y'all are
some,
together a lot.
You really getting some
Well,
of
they're
that?
pescatarians.
Oh yeah.
They
So,
don't eat a lot.
so I don't eat.
No, they eat.
I actually don't eat meat.
Really it's good.
I started eating seafood like maybe a year ago
Okay, gotcha.
again, but I don't do.
Okay, so we
Meat.
here.
Yeah, that's why we
Okay.
vibing. You still eat meat?
Yeah.
You still out here? out here in these.
Wait, Nate.
But
So we
y'all
not gonna forget the fact that she said she getting some after this, but we gonna talk about it.
Right,
It's
we
fine.
gonna talk
Right,
about
right,
it.
right.
I only eat like lean meat, so I don't eat beef, pork, and none of that.
Okay, all right. Strict.
And I got a lot of allergies, so I don't eat shrimp. I don't
She
eat
ain't nothing.
lobster.
Yeah. Just say nothing.
It's pretty much just crabs, was what it sounded like.
Yeah, crab mussels. I
Mussels.
like mussels.
I'm getting into it, but that's
It's
a
the
whole.
texture. It's something-
Yeah, it's a mind
yeah.
thing.
Yeah, just
Think
don't look at it
about
or open it.
That's the problem. Cause I'm definitely thinking about it. Like
Just
soon as
don't
I,
open it.
You just gotta take the shell.
Yeah.
nah, I'm touching it. I'm
No,
doing this.
Yeah, no.
Doing too much.
Don't you know how you shake Skittles? That's how you
Don't open
So you
it.
gotta shake and
You gotta
open it
shake
up.
the shell.
Yeah. I'm a pass.
He like,
I'm a
what's
pass.
this on this part? Or like, what?
I'm gonna pass on those. But no, that's funny. So let's move forward a little bit. So, like I was sharing with y'all before, I'm big on quotes. You know, y'all shared a quote, and we'll talk about that later. But a quote that I live by is that your story is about you, but it's not for you.
That's good.
Right? Your story is about you, but it's not for you. It's for someone else. So, what I want to ask you all is to kind of dive a little deep into your story prior to, you know, what it is now, prior to maybe even Verbosity as a group. What was that looking like for each of you? You know what I mean? Let's take people back so they can understand like the origin.
So I would definitely say that's gonna take me in a spiritual aspect. I look into that quote that you just
Yeah,
said.
yeah.
Because I feel like everything it is that we go through is only to help somebody
Someone
else.
else.
Like God will put us through certain traumas, tribulations, whatever it is, just to help somebody else. Like for instance, I lost my father, so I feel like I'm running into a lot of young ladies just, you know, the same age as I am, and they're having the same, you know, issue. So I can come out of my own personal feelings and just be like, well, listen, this is what you're gonna feel. You know, people are gonna tell you, oh, it's gonna be okay, you're gonna grow from it. Nah, I just feel like God is using me to tell them the real of how
Yeah.
it's, you know, life will be without that loved one.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like.
Wow. That's powerful. And condolences as well.
Thank you.
Powerful.
I was gonna say that, like, not the same, but basically the same, like on a spiritual aspect. I feel like, you know, like you said, God takes you through certain things throughout your journey, and it's not for you personally. Like, it's to share with the world or to help someone else. So, I would say the same thing.
Absolutely.
I feel like us just being Black women kind of set that whole saying off for real, because it's a lot that's going on in the industry right now, the music industry, where Black women aren't really, well, I can't say that. Let me not say that. I don't want
Don't you look at my sister's house.
Hot take.
Black women are being represented in a manner of sexuality,
Yes.
a manner of profanity, and you know, we trying to set the bar a little higher so that not only I mean, that's okay for them if that's how they want to represent themselves, that's fine. But we want to also make it acceptable for Black women, Black young females that don't know
Yes.
any better to know that that's not always necessary.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's kind of where we're moving to, you know, help the world grow in that aspect.
I love that.
Where did that kind of start? You know what I mean? Where it's like we want to do it this way as opposed to what the kind of like the status quo is, where we want to give this message of positivity, this message where everybody can listen, this message where it's like inclusion, you know, for all. You know what I mean? You can get this and get a great vibe from it. Like, was that instilled in y'all young? Or?
Yeah, definitely.
We
I
were
was about to say
raised
that's-
Yeah.
up
I was gonna say-
Yeah.
to value ourselves.
That's-
Yeah, it wasn't scripted. It really wasn't scripted. We were honestly just being ourselves, and it just kind of unfolded like that.
Yeah,
throughout
but
our
granted,
music.
even sometimes even sometimes when you're raised a certain way, that doesn't always
Facts.
like show who you're going to be as a person, because
Yeah.
I believe that we're all born with our own personality. So, you know, even if we are raised this way,
Right.
that doesn't say we're going to turn
Go the
out this
opposite
way.
way.
You know what I mean? But granted, we did have good backgrounds, all three of us, to where they showed us that we are somebody,
Yes.
you know,
Right.
and we need to take that under accountability. But I don't feel like we ever had a thought of being vulgar, or, you know, like I feel like we came up and we just was like, this is what we want to do. We weren't like fast little girls. We was just always, you know,
Yeah.
little
Y'all were
sweet
always
little.
more so like the thermostat in the room.
Yeah, for
I would
sure.
say
Did
this
that-
is us.
But that comes with like a friction though, right? Because it's like, again, you know, beautiful young ladies, everybody else is doing this. It's like, this is what's selling, this is what's going. It's like, was there ever any like friction with that where you felt like
To
you're
be
kind of
honest,
bumping against it, or was it like
no. No.
Our
Really?
We always literally wanted to be like the opposite. Like if somebody was wearing Nike, I'm wearing Adidas. Like I always wanted to be like the opposite of. I never wanted to fit in or be the same. Like, and I feel like that's how we all were. Like,
But even aside from that rebellious mentality, I feel like that's who we were.
yeah,
I don't feel like it was, you know, us forcing ourselves to be different from the norm, but as opposed to us actually being ourselves, you know?
Right.
So, like, it just...
y'all all went to the same school
Yep.
growing up? Okay. Okay. And it makes me think and wonder, it's like I said, it was instilled in you. It's like they did an excellent job at almost affirming, like, this is who you are. Like, be that. So for you, you know, as young women, it's like, how do you share that message as well with other people, other young women, to be like, just be yourself? Do you ever feel like it's almost like an uphill battle and you not winning that battle sometimes? Trying to get women to be like, yo, just be, like, you don't got to do the extras. Like, just be you.
I would definitely say, yeah, of course, it is an up and down type of thing, because you see young girls, you know, like she said, sometimes you could be raised in a home that's, you know, not being as vulgar or whatever it is, and then that little girl grows up that she wants to be vulgar. So I feel like, I don't know. I feel like it's just.
I feel like that's a really good question. I actually feel like it's tricky. It's tricky because of the odds. So like you know what we're showing as females, as young Black females, isn't the typical normal right now. So it's not a lot of us that are showing what we're showing, but there's a lot of half naked females on social
It's
media.
everywhere. It's
You see what I'm saying? So I feel like that would be the difficulty in it, but at the same time, we just keep pushing and striving, and that doesn't mean we're going to change our message, because the majority is that, you know?
Right.
So.
Has like the audience or the listenership, or, you know, people try to push y'all more towards that way? Or do you feel like they just kind of they've always rocked with what y'all...
I feel like it was both, to be honest. We definitely have a lot of support for the message that we're portraying. But we did have some people that was like, you guys should go.
Too.
Yeah, a lot of
yeah,
backlash.
yeah.
Like, y'all would get on faster or whatever if y'all do the opposite. So,
Speed kills, man. Most people be trying to get on quick, but it's like, if it ain't your lane, it ain't your
right.
purpose.
Yeah.
It's
Moving
real
in our
dangerous
divine
to
time.
be in that. And
Yeah.
again, I want to commend y'all because y'all stood true to, you know, your morals and values of like, nah, we just
sure.
gonna rock this way. We're gonna take our time. You know, what God has for me is for me.
Absolutely.
And we're gonna stay in that lane. And I want that message to just really be portrayed out of this episode, that just what's for you is for you, and hold tight to those morals and values and things like that. Right. So some of the main themes for this show, or I would say for my life, is, you know, resilience, faith, vulnerability. Those are major themes. And on the pre-podcast forum, something was shared that said, you're on a journey to become the greatest group of all time. So first and foremost, I believe you, right? I'm really big on words and affirmations. I don't know if you watched King Richard or if you watched Genius, the Kanye West doc. So if you
I didn't
haven't,
see it.
watch King Richard first.
Okay.
The story about Serena
Oh, I did
and
watch
Venus.
that. That was good.
First of
See,
all,
sorry.
I did.
all right, you know she ain't missed nothing.
Look, I'm taking notes. Y'all just wait.
You know she ain't missed nothing.
Let me cross my legs.
She looking like, yup, it was good.
That was a good one.
Right. But the message that I got from it, and it was a powerful movie about their father raising them and stuff, but he believed so hard that they believed so much that they would be in the interviews and he'd be like, you know, Venus, you think, you know, you're about to play the top girl in the world and you think you can beat her? She just, I know I can beat her. Like, it wasn't even like a,
I love it.
let me think
She's
about
smiling.
it.
She's like, no, yeah, I'm going to be
She
there.
was smart, like a kid
Like,
should be
dead
smiling.
serious. She was dead
I love
so
it.
confident.
Yeah.
And then the reporter, if you don't
No,
mind.
please, this is for y'all.
The reporter was basically like, why are you so confident? Like, and the dad hopped in the interview and was just like, why are you asking my daughter why she's confident? She said what she said. You keep asking her if she's gonna win, if she's gonna beat this little girl, if she's gonna beat this little girl. She said she's gonna beat him. That she's gonna.
Oh,
Yeah,
he
that-
started this. She said what she said, huh?
Yeah, Dad started talking spicy
Snapping.
because he couldn't understand why this reporter was
low-key
asking her
bringing
this.
her down a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
that's what it looked like. That's what it felt like. You
That's
know?
probably what they try to do, though. Just
Yeah.
so
No,
you can
seriously.
have overthink
Yeah.
yourself.
Because you got to think she was 14 years old,
Wow.
14, yeah, little
top
girl.
in the world. She's playing with pros, and it's like, why do you think you can? And he's trying to like almost get her to trip up on her thought of like, I
Right.
don't know why I think I can
Like,
beat this
second
woman.
guess herself.
Got you.
basically.
Yeah, and obviously it didn't work, you know.
I was about to say,
And they
she
ended up
beat
being
her.
the most.
That's why you got to have that confidence.
Serena.
Listen.
Serena.
Yeah. So
Serena did she beat
right. And it was the same. And if you ever get the time to, the Kanye doc was incredible.
I love that.
It was
I
incredible,
able to
but it
watch
was the
too.
same thing with him. His mom instilled in him in such a way where it was like, I don't get why y'all don't believe in yourself. Like, it's weird that y'all don't. You know what I mean? It was that thing where he was seeing the vision. This is what it's going to be. And this was way before he had a dime, anything to even, validate this stuff. And we watched it play out through 3 episodes and obviously his life now. And he has his ups and downs with mental health. But we got to see what he said then happen. Yeah. So for that to be, the journey and the mission for y'all to be the greatest group of all time, it's like, where did that come from? Because there's so many, and I'll say this, there's so many things from society, social media, peers, where it's like everybody instantly thinks negatively first. Belief is almost the last thing that people think about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, where did that kind of...
To be honest, I honestly don't know, but from God, because I feel like what we're doing is like more than just music. It's like a calling. So I feel like we have a job, like a bigger job than just us creating and being in the studio.
Yeah,
That's huge.
I agree.
It feel written.
Yeah, for sure.
It always has. I don't think we ever had a doubt.
Oh, what? Yep.
Even if people like said, like, y'all ain't going to do this or y'all, we was just like, okay, like just watch, like
Right.
that kind of thing. It was never a
Don't
doubt in
quit.
our mind.
I was gonna say, like, we just don't quit, like, no matter what they throw at us or say to us. Like,
Right.
And they've been saying some stuff,
They
y'all.
sure
Yeah. I'm sure they have, and I'm sure you faced, some really adverse times too, doing what you're doing and building it from the ground up. When did y'all actually start, I guess, doing music?
Babies in diapers. So
Said it always been around. What you talking about? Came out the womb. Shorty.
Years.
together as a group, you mean, or like individually?
So
like, what?
individually, then together as a group.
So individually, I've been writing since I was like 5.
you are.
Really? Was it around you? Like people were doing it, or were you just like really on?
I don't know. I just remember writing raps, and I used to have my uncle. I live with my uncle. I used to go up to my uncle like, "Listen to this, uncle." And he used to be like,
Shout out to
I watched my sister. She used to sing, so I would go to like the studios with her and just watch her whole process. But on the sideline, I was, writing poems and stuff on my own, and nobody knew. And then I finally came out and told her, like, listen to this poem that I wrote. And she's like, that's dope. You should actually like tell mom or tell dad. And I'm like, no, just keep it to yourself. That kind of thing. But
Mine's also started young. My dad and my mom used to have like karaoke nights, so they used to always try to get me to come and sing and do so much
Oh,
other
yeah?
stuff, entertainment.
That's
So
lit.
I would say from my dad.
So collectively as a group, when did that actually happen?
2012.
So we're looking at what, like,
2014.
2014.
so about, what was that, 8 years? Right. Is that 8 years?
Like almost 10.
10, yeah.
Almost 10.
Yeah.
It's
So
getting
y'all,
deep.
yeah, I was say y'all been at it. So what did that look like initially? It was like, yo, we just gonna get together, start putting music together.
Corny, say no. No, honestly, we honestly didn't know what we were doing, to be honest. And it just kind of, like I said before, it kind of unfolded like on its own. Like we didn't know exactly what we wanted to do, but we were just doing it. Like,
So the group wasn't Verbosity at that time. It was just like, let's get together.
No, it was
Verbosity. It definitely was Verbosity.
and we were preaching like the same positivity and the same thing. It just wasn't like on the level I think that it is now, but
Polished.
yeah.
Yeah, it just
That's
needs
a good way to-
British touches.
We didn't know exactly what our brand was at the time.
Or the direction we were going. We just
Just knew you had a message that you wanted to really kind of like get out of there.
Yeah.
It manifests itself.
Wow. So who picked Verbosity as a name?
we all did.
We all did. Yeah. You want to tell a story?
So we were in history class. Oh goodness, I tell the story so many times. We were in history, and we were reading like a passage or something, and in one of the passages it said he stripped him of his verbiage. So we was like, it's kind of deep to strip someone of his verbiage. Like, so we searched the word verbiage in the dictionary, and don't look too far. We find verbosity, and it's like, oh wow, I really like that word. So we looked into it. Verbosity basically means to use more words than necessary.
Yeah.
So we use that because we ultimately say a lot of things that people don't want to hear or that say either. Like, so we use that as like being lyricists and saying what we want, how we want to say it. And so that's where we get the name verbosity.
It's a really creative way to come up with a name from history class. I say most people be zoned out in the history class. I know that was me. I wouldn't have found no name for nothing in history class. But that's actually fire. That's fire. I was wondering, I'm like, verbosity. I'm looking it up. I'm like, what does it mean? And then it was like more words, and that's I'm like, okay, I get it. But I want to hear from from y'all. So I appreciate you sharing that. So let me ask you this: when was when was y'all first performance?
Sigma
Sound, and it was horrible, y'all. Horrible.
Was it for like the Sigma?
They let
Like,
us do it. That's
horrible.
That was like one of the top like venues.
Yeah, they closed it down though.
Yeah, they did.
It was a studio, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Studio, and they
it
had
was
like a
venue
venue type of thing downstairs.
why was it horrible?
It's not that we didn't practice either, because we were like in G Mom's house. It's
I
like,
love that. I love that. She said it's
used
not
to
that we
practice
didn't. It's not that we didn't
At
try.
her grandma's house.
yeah, like
We used to get it in.
it just.
I think it was. I don't know. Like, I think everybody's
just
first
bad.
performance is her.
right. Everybody got to start somewhere, right?
Yeah, it just wasn't that.
So what happened? Y'all was like off beat. Somebody's missing
We
their
weren't
word.
off beat. It just was like
Wasn't it?
it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't giving y'all at all.
Is it on YouTube?
It is not.
Oh, please! I God,
it
hope
was.
not.
It had been banned. No,
I think it is.
We deleted it.
Is
It
it?
is.
No, it's
No,
not.
it's
You
not.
playing with us?
I thought I asked that question for no reason.
No.
No, please stop.
It's not.
I'm joking.
Oh,
I'm joking.
Jesus Christ.
I'm joking.
Toya, you watching it?
No way.
Get it down now.
That is too
Kendall.
funny. We gotta find that. Somebody got the footage.
No, why would you want to
I
find
feel like
that?
you need that though, because as y'all blow up, you know what I mean.
We got other videos.
I mean, we got it in our
Voltage
personal.
and stuff.
I feel like that's for the documentary though.
Gonna
You know,
expose
you
it.
got to show the
We got a couple things that we ain't.
take on that.
We got
light
on
of day.
the lock.
That's important though.
Maybe in a documentary one.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. People need to see.
A little clip, not the
People
little
are
thing.
inspired by
No,
the
they-
She said I thought it was.
I am so proud of where we came. I do not care if y'all see where we came from.
We need to.
So that is like, that's the goal to have
Right.
these.
I'm still on. It's still a no for me.
Because the reality is,
crazy.
yeah, you need to see it because people need to see where you started. They need to see like, okay, dang, it was that
From
bad.
that to that.
To
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
That's deep.
You know what I mean?
It's still a no
So I
for
think
me,
it's
Nate.
important. She said, I said no go. She said, cut my face out. Don't put my pride in
They
it.
didn't see Kanye
emoji.
documentary where he just started great. Like I personally have
Yeah.
a different type of like love for him now.
Yeah,
like
same.
after seeing it.
Same.
Like,
I was trying to look for like the
started
flaws, and it
great.
was like small stuff, but it's like he started on a high. I don't know how.
Crazy.
He started like on some genius level
Crazy.
type of. Since he was a kid, I was like,
That's
this
incredible.
is Buckhead,
Crazy.
same head, everything.
Crazy.
And he was just on a genius level. I was like, well, that's incredible. But again, that documentary, I think you need to share that footage.
Yeah. Do y'all remember that song that we performed?
We did. Was it in Faith Evans?
I hope we didn't do
Yes,
that.
y'all did a cover?
No, we didn't.
Yes, we did, y'all. That's how we came out. It was like
We did not do no Faith Evans. Sorry, Faith. I'm so sorry.
goodness.
Who?
Cece,
Sorry, Faith.
What did we do?
It was
That was conceited thing. The beat.
No.
Remy Ma.
no, but we did those. But we came out like saying something, or we did it in the middle.
We had an intro.
Yes, it was Faith, y'all. Come on,
I don't remember that.
It was Faith. I just don't know the song. It was Faith.
I remember.
Is it this?
Go ahead. Go ahead. No.
No.
It wasn't
Is it
sad.
the
was
song we
up-tempo.
remixed?
No, I know we did that song Remy Ma conceited thing.
Yeah,
We did
that was our.
Conceited?
Yes, you know we did conceited. That
The
was
crazy
was-
part is
what
we,
we do was
had some nice
Conceited.
lyrics.
Yeah,
The lyrics
that
wasn't that bad.
was-
Keeping it 100.
We did keeping it 100. Oh my gosh.
Keeping it 100.
But it was a Faith song.
We
I
gotta
don't
bring that back,
quite-
bro. We gotta bring that back.
I don't know the exact, but
We're gonna leave that where it's at.
yeah.
Keeping it 100.
I want to see that. I need to see that footage. I need to see that
Dude.
footage. But obviously, y'all progress
Yes.
tremendously.
Thank God.
That's so funny.
Y'all progressed tremendously over the years. But you got to go through those
Sure.
rough times to learn how to grow and develop. And now y'all probably have it down packed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we asked you to perform tonight,
Yeah.
Yeah.
y'all would be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
For sure.
I love it. I love to hear
Definitely.
it. So I do have a more tense question.
Okay.
I would assume, y'all say best friends. Y'all are more like sisters.
Yeah.
I know y'all bump heads. Or do y'all not bump heads? Because y'all been in synergy since y'all walked in.
We never argue. No, I'm kidding.
I was about to say.
She lying. Sorry.
So one, I know you lying.
That's not even realistic.
It's not.
If
No.
anybody says it, just be like,
Right.
So how do y'all manage that? Because I know for me, so I used to work with my brother a lot. Well, I call him my brother. He's my best friend. We used to do a lot of business a lot, and we did amazing stuff together. But there became times where we really like bumped heads. And I remember talking to Will. I had Will on a podcast, and he was talking about him and Dave. They would bump heads as well, but they were focused on a vision. So it's like even if they're bumping heads, it's like the vision is what matters, and then we usually come back together. We do what we got to do, and we're locked in on the mission, and that's why we're successful. So for you all, did y'all really have them trying times where it was like, yeah, I'm done with both of y'all?
No. I won't. Yeah. It doesn't last. We definitely
Yeah.
bump heads, but just like you said, is the vision that we look. That's the bigger picture, or just us
Yeah.
as sisters. Like that's my sister at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But yeah, it never lasts.
So even if we do argue, it's like if I'm arguing with one of them at 3:00, at 5:00, I gotta tell them something. So it's like,
Right.
who I'm gonna tell?
Right.
that'd be so annoying. I'm just sitting here thinking about it.
I got
Like,
no
I'm like,
you can't even hold my grudge for a little longer. Like, such just said this.
Yeah,
I got
it's so
annoying.
like I got tea.
That's too funny. But that's amazing that y'all, have that level of relationship to where it doesn't stay sour. I know too many people that hold on to grudges for days, weeks,
Yeah,
years,
no.
and
Never.
we've seen so many
We gotta
groups.
go 24 hours.
That has never happened, like, weeks.
Right.
Mm-mm.
We can't do it.
That's
Weeks,
amazing.
Let
though.
alone days. That never happened.
Sometimes, Neil, I will say sometimes we got to step away from Mackie, Naya, and Breezy.
that
So we'll be like, I'm so tired of
Yeah.
Breezy listening
Yeah.
right now. Cannot get my sister
Yeah.
for a second. Like,
Right.
Like,
sometimes we
seriously.
So I gotta
we do
step
that.
out of that. Step out of Breezy.
Like I'm like, Mackie been getting on my nerves. Can I please just talk to my sister? Like,
it
put
get
her on the
like
phone. That's what we'll say.
Do
Like,
y'all feel like y'all have to be like Verbosity at all times when you're not in your home? Like when you're out in the streets?
Recently,
Yeah.
You feel like you can't turn it off almost?
well, no, we don't feel
No.
like we can't turn it off. I feel like who we are kind of envisions our personal lives too. I don't think.
Yeah.
I like our music, our stage names.
Yeah, you're Sasha
It's
Fierce.
just, you know what I'm trying to say. I feel like it's not far off of who we are.
Yeah.
So like we don't. It's not like we gotta walk outside and pretend to be anybody that we're already not. We move and let people know that we're not perfect already.
Yes.
So regardless
is
of what
powerful.
we do, I feel like everybody's gonna be judged. Like, and even we give you the opportunity to do that with us. I feel like it's okay. I don't want anybody thinking that we're perfect
Right.
or we don't go
Yeah.
through our own personal life situations, and so we just move accordingly. Like I don't feel like, but we do try to keep it cute, you know. Other than that, other than that, we be chilling. We don't do nothing. We work all the time.
Literally,
working.
We barely have free time. That's why I'm still like pissed that she gonna get crabs after this, because I'm like, what?
Yeah, I still can't believe you.
The little free time we got, she gonna go get crabs.
So
Look at that.
She didn't even tell us. This is
the
She told you.
mind-boggling.
She told you,
We
Nate.
gonna go get crabs now.
wow. Go get some meat. Oh, we still gonna go. We just gonna be at
Don't get it twisted.
We're gonna be looking at y'all like this.
Wow, I'm over there all stuff. How y'all doing over
Like,
there?
I hope yours too spicy.
No, that's amazing though, and also the transparency of being like, look, we're not perfect, because again, if we were to go through the social, it's like, yo, people automatically put yourself on a pedestal automatically.
Please
so
don't.
It's one of those things where it's like, yo, how do I take myself off of this and remind y'all, like, hold on, I'm human.
Yeah.
We're human.
Sure.
We're just pursuing our dreams.
Yeah.
We're doing the work, and that's why these things are happening. But we're human, because the scary part is, you know, you get to a level where you reach this fame and you become unattainable in a sense, right? And you got to protect your peace and your time. Let's not get it twisted. But I remember, who was I listening to? I think it was Bishop Jakes. He said, my goal was to be effective, not famous.
I like that.
You know what I mean? And it made him famous.
Yep.
But a lot of people in this generation, millennials, Gen Z, chasing fame.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I firmly believe it's something that we can't actually handle as people. You know what I mean? I believe that's for like a higher power to handle. But for us, I don't think we can actually handle fame.
Yeah. We're
So
human.
we're human.
It's
do you ever feel like
insane.
you've caught yourself almost in the limelight where it's like, I want to be more known in the sense of like fame, or are you like, I want to be more effective? And you can be honest, because I know it can be sometimes here and there.
To be honest, oh god, oh my god, I would say definitely more effective, because I like going to Walmart and Target and walking around regular. Like,
Oh my goodness. Like,
I don't want to be like, I like going to the
it's
mall
getting
and shopping
real.
regular.
It's getting
When I
different.
just want to get up and go, I get up and go. So sometimes
Yeah.
I just be like, oh man, like if somebody see me, then it is what it is, because I'm good at that.
Are people extra?
Yes,
Let me tell you. Oh my goodness.
definitely.
No, because what is she? Never mind.
What?
She might watch the podcast.
She might be a subscriber. You don't even know.
Yeah, we might want to.
They keep her name out of it.
Yeah. Well, no, okay. I just went out to eat, like for like some breakfast or something. He's cracking up. I didn't even say.
All right, go
I
ahead.
didn't
Go
say
ahead.
it. Went out to eat with a friend for some breakfast. And the server comes up, but don't you know how they don't want to? You know, some people don't want to come off as like, I already know who you are, but it's just like, you look so familiar, like I know you from somewhere. So I'm like, maybe like social media. I was like, maybe you probably know like me from social media. She's like, oh, you in that group with the 3 girls? Where the other 2 girls? They coming? Are they coming? I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, oh, I'm on a waffle.
Can I have a little butter?
A waffle with a little hard sugar. I'm like, oh my goodness. But it's getting real. That was probably like the other day. You know, like last couple weeks ago maybe.
I'm crying.
And then before that, it's just happened a lot. I mean, at Wendy's, she's like, oh, you in that? Oh, yeah, thank you.
But they do show
Was
up.
it,
I
which
was gonna say they do
Wendy's?
show
Sorry,
up.
don't say the Wendy's, but I think it was. Yeah, I was literally stuffing my face in the drive-through,
And you
and
grabbed the bag and put some fries in your mouth. That's just what you
I was like stuffing my face, and she's like, Are you that girl? Are you the girl in the girl group?" So I'm like,
Chick-fil-A.
at first I was gonna say no. I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna
Always
say
say
no
no.
because
I
I literally
always
was
do that.
stuffing my face.
And I
I'm
smile.
like, yeah, hi. It was so awkward. I'm like, can I get a honey mustard, please?
Man, please have
A
honey
little bit of
mustard.
ketchup.
So how are y'all? Because it's not going to stop. Obviously, it's
Yeah.
going to continue to grow and grow and grow. It's like, how do you keep your character intact for that? You know what I mean? Because I
It's
feel like
still-
when the
it's
light
different.
comes, you know, people, their integrity starts to lower, all these different things, and they fall. You know what I mean? So like I said, for y'all, it's happening now.
Yeah.
You know, not on a huge scale, but it's like it's going to continue to happen quicker and quicker.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you're going to be out, yo, is that, yo? And it's just like, hold on. I got to
Yeah.
collect myself. I just woke up, fam. I can't be talking to
Okay.
you. So it's like, how are you, or are there ways that you are all kind of like really sharpening your character and things like that, preparing yourself for that. Like, how are you mentally preparing yourself for that? Or have you even
Prayer.
thought about that?
That's
I
good.
honestly
Prayer.
didn't think about.
That was a good one.
Think
Sis
about
said
it.
prayer.
Yeah, for sure.
It's. I feel like it might be a little difficult because we all like to be somewhat private. Sometimes,
Right.
but I do feel like we're gonna manage it well.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't think we're not gonna manage it well.
With God, we can manage anything.
Yeah.
Period.
Come on, somebody.
Definitely.
Period.
I almost got up and did a lap. Come on, somebody. Ran a lap around this thing. So
Yeah.
I want to do this. I want to transition a little bit as we move a little bit closer to the close. Not there yet, but I'm actually having a good time talking with y'all.
Yes.
To be honest, it's
No, I'm
fun.
enjoying this.
It's fun.
Yeah.
I'm usually a lot more serious. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm not more serious. But mental health as performers, as artists. Like I was talking to y'all before, a lot of people create art from a darker space. We got the Mary J. Blige's of the world. We think of, Usher Confessions, which was fire. And it's like people, we love the drama music. We love when somebody's going through adversity. And we want to hear that, right? But a lot of people stay in that place. And while they're producing great content, they really going through some stuff. And we kind of just benefit and we ride into it, we dance into it, but it's like, that person really was struggling. So for you all, how are you keeping your mental health intact?
So to be honest, I feel like even though we are preaching positivity, I still feel as though it comes from a dark place. We look at the things that's going around in the world and we talk about what we want to see in the world because of what we're seeing already. So I feel like a lot of what we write comes from negative things.
To be honest, and a lot of what we write is real life experiences. To be honest, like either a breakup or whatever is happening in our personal life, or maybe something that we've discussed with like one of our cousins or sisters or family members, and we'll just kind of like write it out as a diary from that. So
Yeah,
I agree.
Like a diary.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say it's not
I like
only
that.
our personal experience, but things that we help our friends get through, vent from. And
Yeah.
yeah.
I like that. That's powerful right there.
Yeah, but I feel like I wouldn't say a dark. I can agree with the dark place thing, but I feel like it allows us to vent, kind of like when we're writing. It's like basically like a diary journal, so it's kind of like it helps. I would say
I like that.
it helps.
Yeah.
I like that. I remember, so I don't write poetry often, but when I do, it was like a release to get different thoughts off. I remember being in a really dark spot, and I shared it in my first book. It was super dark spot. I went to all these different schools, hurt my leg, had to wear a boot, couldn't play ball anymore. Like I was super depressed, and I remember having like this bout of like suicidal thoughts, and I started to write. Just kind of journal, and then it turned into poetry. And it was almost like I was able to release what was in me out onto like paper. So it was powerful. So I agree with the whole, this is like a journal for us, which is really dope because people can come along your journey and just read the journal.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Through your music, through the videos. And I think that that's powerful. And as you continue to grow and evolve, the journal gets better and better and better, which is really, really dope. So I'm looking forward to that. And I want to talk briefly about your EP, your upcoming EP. I want the inside scoop, y'all. No, I'm joking. But share some insights about that.
We're having a ball making it. I would say
Yeah,
that,
for
the process
sure.
of it.
Nice.
Just know that this EP is about to be Verbosity.
Yes, I like that.
So
Yeah, I like that.
Verbosity.
Definitely.
Oh, silver. Okay.
But-
All right. Is that it? Okay.
No, that's not the
He was
title.
about to say,
Oh,
the title.
okay.
Is that the title?
No, but it's been really, really dope creating it. With the new producers that we do have, they're pretty like really, really talented, honestly. So it's been pretty fun, but it's still in the works.
Yeah. Shout out Gifted
Gifted
Music.
music.
Yeah.
And Sean.
And Sean, New Deal Music Group.
Shout out them. Shout out them. I thought you just turned so verbosity into like an adjective.
That
You know what I
did
mean?
sound-
So out there like,
That sound
that's
good.
so verbosity.
Verbosity.
I'm gonna definitely use that. So, what's next outside of the EP for y'all?
What's
Music.
What's next?
Music, merch.
We were talking about a documentary.
Yeah,
Ooh.
definitely.
Yeah, we were
That's
talking.
what we got that film for. Yes, sir.
So
He want that signal sound.
He
Want
wanna
that
see it
signal.
so
I feel like
bad.
it need to just be in the beginning, like.
if we just show you a
And just
picture of
like-
what we
Yeah,
look like, you're gonna
yeah,
be like,
that-
never
that.
mind.
It don't gotta be long, like a
That-
good 15 seconds to y'all just.
The picture alone.
Look,
just
he gonna
be
ask
like, oh, I
Toya
know how
after
that
this.
went.
Every
I
time we
need
wore
that.
context.
Yes.
Wasn't it a Halloween?
It was white.
Oh gosh, no, that was a
No, I
different
had
one.
red.
I had white in.
content.
No, I had like
wait,
orange
wait.
and
Y'all walk.
that wasn't the first show. That was a different one.
That was a Halloween joint.
Oh my gosh, please.
And somebody had teeth. Was that, you had teeth
But
too, I
did you
think.
have teeth? Yeah.
Y'all was trying it all.
But
Teeth
I
in
should have
context.
vampire teeth.
I had like a
But,
grill.
oh my God.
No, a grill
Oh.
that you brought me a grill.
It was
Wow.
the teeth, I think. Sis. I don't know. But look, the message didn't change.
The
you know?
message didn't.
We still,
Praise God.
Yeah,
Because that was a
Yeah.
crazy look.
yeah.
We didn't know it. It was just kind of unfolding on its
Mhm.
own. So
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. That's the part of walking by faith.
Yes.
You don't truly
Night
know.
by sight.
You know what I mean? You're just kind of taking one step at a time, and I love that.
Yes.
Especially with y'all, you're like, look, we just taking the next step, the next step, the next step, and then we'll
Mhm.
be able to look back and connect the dots and see, oh, this is what we did. We
Yes.
accomplished it. You know what I mean? And we
Mhm.
continue to grow. So, what I want to do is this. Really quickly, give everybody your contact info. How can they get in touch with y'all? How can they tap in with Verbosity? How can they follow you?
Yo, it's your girl Mackie Monet.
It's your girl Breezy Lachey.
and now y'all mine.
You already know we are Verbosity. You can find us at Verbosity BMN on everything.
everything.
Everything. Tell them everything. Say everything again.
Everything.
That's VERBOSITY BMN, and that's everywhere.
Do it again.
VERBOSITYBMN.
Word.
That was fire. That was fire. I was like, they doing this off the cuff? No, this is hard. That's fire. I love that. I love that. So what I want to share with the audience briefly is the quote that you brought.
Yes.
As my audience knows, I always have my guests bring a quote. And here's the quote that you all brought. Live the life you love the life you live. I'm going to read it one more time. Live the life you love the life you live. What does that mean to you?
It means YOLO. No.
No, for real.
No, for real.
I mean, if you're getting up to a job that you hate, you're gonna just hate life. I feel like personally.
No, for real.
So if you're doing something that you love, it's not gonna feel like you're working. It's not gonna feel like a job. You just
feel like you're
doing what you
living.
love.
Right. It doesn't feel like work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, can I say another quote that I
Yeah,
remember? I just thought about it. This kind of intertwines with our quote. But I think I feel like Kobe said it, but it was basically saying the biggest mistake we make is thinking that we have time. And I was like, oh my gosh, like
That's
Yeah,
a good
like
one.
I love that quote. Like
That's
it's so
cool.
amazing because I say it all the time. Like tomorrow isn't promised.
It isn't.
So you need to live today how you want to live. Like you shouldn't
Mhm.
wait and be like, you know what? In 3 years,
I'm
I'm
a-
gonna do that. How
yeah,
do you
no,
know
do
you're
it
gonna
now.
be here in 3 years?
Right,
You know?
right.
Do it
And
now.
push it off to next week and
I
then
love
next
that.
Monday
Yeah.
and the
So
Monday
it's
never
like,
comes.
yeah, live
A lot
life
of people
you
live
love,
by
life you
that though.
love.
Like they're gonna
Yeah.
plan in something for like
I'm heavy spirit of moment, boo.
no, seriously. Like I feel like if you want to plan something nice for somebody, like in June, do it now. Like why you gotta
Right,
wait
right.
until
If
June
you have
and
the
then
means, like, kinda
Yeah.
get to it now. Yeah, I say the same thing to people all the time. Like, we act like God owes us another day. It's like, how arrogant can people be to think that God owes you another day?
Yeah.
And it's like, do what you can today with what He's giving you today.
Today.
Right.
I don't mean burn yourself out, but it's like,
Yeah.
Right.
do a little something today. Spend some time with some people you love today.
right.
You know what I mean? Make the most of today and really embrace it. But like you said, a lot of people live in tomorrow. It's like, yo, tomorrow. It's like the reality is when tomorrow comes, it's still today. So it's like, you know what I mean? So I love
Dropping them.
Y'all ain't even hear what he said.
Still the
Say it again
same.
for the
Go ahead.
people. Say it again for the people in the back.
Go ahead. Go
bring it
ahead.
back
Go
real
ahead.
quick. So a lot of people live in tomorrow, but the reality is when tomorrow comes, it's still today. So that's why I'm big
That's
on the
good.
present moment. I'm really big on that. Just being present with people, being present with y'all, being present with my guy Mike. If I'm home, my lady, being present with her, just soaking in every moment the best way I can. And sometimes I'm not perfect with it, but it's like I try to be as present as I can.
I love that.
You know what I mean? Because we don't get these moments back. It's like people can give me more money, but you can't give me money for more time. You know what I mean?
Come on,
So,
Nate.
I mean, I do. I'm a fresh.
preaching. Come on.
This is why I pay me a big buck.
on.
Everybody give me
Come
snip.
on. Yeah.
I appreciate that. No, but this has been a pleasure. So, our signature question for the show, as you know, the name of the show is Change What We Normalize. I want to ask each of you, what does change what we normalize mean to you? Oh, you sound like you
Oh no, I really was clear.
We all was looking.
No,
That's a good. That's a
I
good
can-
joint.
No, that's good.
Yeah, that's good.
change what we normalize.
I feel like that ties into like just being different.
Mm.
Don't follow the norm or what everybody say is the norm, because before the norm there was something else. So.
Right, facts.
And what could be normal to somebody else ain't normal to us, or can not be normal to someone else. So.
Right.
I like that.
I look at it as what is normal isn't always good.
Come on,
Right.
somebody.
So come on, somebody.
Come on, somebody.
What is normal isn't always good. So I feel like, be what you feel as though is the right thing to be, and that'll be the change in whatever we normalize.
Right.
So yeah, I ain't gonna get
listen.
I was like, oh, she about to drop.
What's the quote that we go by? You can't be a trendsetter if you're following the trend. So it's like,
come on, somebody. These bars all over the place. So, first and foremost, again, thank y'all, for your time. It's been my pleasure to, formally meet you. Not just on the fly, but like sit, converse with you, get to know a little more about you. I'm truly inspired by the work that you do. I'm inspired by the women that you are, what you represent, how you don't bend your morals and things like that. And I'm excited to see what God has for you. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Because I just feeling the energy in the room. It's like I know something massive is about to happen.
Oh my goodness.
And I don't give advice, but my only insight is to just be ready. You know what I mean? And I believe that y'all are ready for that. So
Speak it.
I
Come
want to
on,
say,
Nate.
thank y'all for joining us on the podcast.
thank you for having us.
Yes, please. I was gonna say have us again.
We're gonna do that nighttime.
All right.
Oh,
Okay.
dang.
Yeah, that's good for us. We're gonna be.
You know what I mean?
Our number, we're gonna say 12.
Right. I'm gonna be in here with a cup of coffee. Yeah. What number you on? I'm at 2 today. I'm at 2. But no, seriously, thank y'all. For anybody that's watching the podcast right now, look, make sure that y'all are tapping in with this group Verbosity, with the young ladies. They're doing incredible things. I'll have the link for their social media in the bio. Make sure that you subscribe, share, you leave a review, leave a comment. Look, even join the inspirational text community. The community is 609-354-5810. Just text inspiration to that. Tap in with me. I'll tap in with you, sharing inspirational messages every day or sometimes every other day. I'll be a little lazy. I'm gonna keep it 100. But as always, look, we love having y'all here. We love you tapping in. Share this with somebody that you love. And we're just gonna close out with a brief prayer, ladies, just to cover you. And you on your way. So,
Loved it.
Father God, we thank you, Lord, for this opportunity to get together and connect with just high-level conversations with pure hearts and pure motives. We thank you for this space. We thank you for the opportunity to pour into others that are watching this, that are viewing this, maybe, in a few weeks, maybe a few years, maybe 10, 15 years down the line, Lord, however long this content lasts. We pray that somebody on the other side of this screen is touched, someone who is listening to our voices are touched. And I pray that you would continue to elevate our platforms, that you would continue to see us forward. And Verbosity, just so powerful in all that they're doing. And they just have the purest of hearts, Lord. I pray that you would expand their territory, that you would continue to send the right people their way that will help them to sharpen their gifts, that will help them to get the exposure that they need, Lord, to expand their message of positivity, of love, of grace, of faith. And I pray that you would see us all leave this place safely, that you would cover us and protect us. And we pray this all in your name. Jesus, amen.
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 Yes,
Amen.
thank you
So
for that.
that has been another episode of the Change Will Be Normalized podcast. I love y'all. Until next time, peace.
That was dope.